Welcome to another career series video for high schoolers. These videos are one of the services that we offer high schoolers, including a career selection online workshop that you can sign up for by visiting lifeskillscoaching.co.ke or sending me an email, jackie@lifeskillscoaching.co.ke. Today, we are very pleased and privileged to host Roy, who has graciously agreed to share his career story. Welcome, Roy.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Roy, please start off by telling us what is your current profession?
Currently, I'm a student in my third year of study, pursuing a bachelor's degree in microbiology.
Microbiology. How did you decide on that degree course, Roy?
The two main factors that led to me deciding on this course were, firstly, my love for biology. It's a subject that I find very easy and interesting and appealing to me. And secondly is when I learned a bit more on viruses, which I found to be quite interesting. And those two mostly helped me decide on the choice that I wanted to pursue this degree.
Okay, so what subjects did you choose in high school and how did you decide on those subjects? I know you've told us you love biology, but how did you select other subjects?
In the high school, I went for the subjects that I was able to choose for myself. I chose history and government, and also chose agriculture. And apart from that, I also did three sciences, which were physics, biology, and chemistry. And I also did mathematics, English, and Kiswahili. I can say that in the course I'm doing, the subjects which really pulled and came through biology and chemistry, which I can say are really the foundation stones of microbiology. But also to some extent, agriculture helped me in the sense that I was in microbiology, also study microorganisms related to plants, and I was lucky enough to be exposed to them early enough through agriculture.
Okay, so Roy, when you were selecting your subject in high school, did you know that you wanted to study microbiology at that point?
At that point, I actually didn't know how to do microbiology. I was more inclined towards pursuing a degree in veterinary medicine. But in my fourth form, when I was finishing my high school studies, as I was studying and reading more on biology, that's when I came across viruses and the shift happened.
Okay, all right. So Roy, you've been studying microbiology for 3 years now. What qualities would you say are needed for somebody to pursue this course successfully?
The first quality I'd say is caution. And I say this because the things that we mostly dealing with in the lab are they're not that dangerous, but if you're not cautious enough, they can be a problem to you. Also, you should have some sort of curiosity, because microbiology is a relatively new science, and it includes a lot of research and exploring new things and discovering new things. So that curiosity should be there. And also just the love of science and being teachable, in the sense that you're always learning something new. So you should be able to learn and be taught on these new things that come up in the subject.
Okay, so caution, curiosity, love of science, and teachability. Roy, I understand that you're still a student, so you're not yet working as a microbiologist, but you could tell us, what are some of the things that you have studied so far?
Okay, so I'll start off by saying that I'm doing microbiology, but there's also a different branch which is specific, which is known as medical microbiology. And they're different in the sense that in medical, they mostly focus on medical science and human diseases and all that. But I do a general outlook. So I have studied plant virology, animal virology, the biochemistry of plants and animal microorganisms, bacteriology, and a lot of things to do with microorganisms in both the world of plants and animals.
Mm-hmm. And what has surprised you about this course, Roy? What has surprised you?
One thing that surprised me is the amount of repetition that goes on, in the sense that to be able to get more accurate results, you can carry out one practical or experiment over and over again so as to eliminate any errors that can occur. Another thing that also surprised me is the amount of sanitization that goes on in the labs. Because as they said, a lot of the microorganisms can cause issues if not dealt with properly. And anytime you go to the lab, you basically sanitize your hands with, it has to be at least 70% ethanol to properly protect you against the microorganisms. Another thing that I also found astonishing is the diversity of this course, in the sense that it can be applied in so many factors. It can be applied in the industries, in the farms, in medicine, in schools, in so many fields. Yeah.
Okay, so it is an area that can allow you to branch out into very many different sectors.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, Roy, just to finish, what advice would you give a teenager who is considering taking up microbiology as a degree course or as a career?
The advice I'd give them is, one, as I said, biology and chemistry are very strong foundations in microbiology, but more so biology. So pay more attention to biology and chemistry, and also to continue being curious and wanting to find out these things, because as I said, microbiology is a growing science and we keep on discovering new things daily. So the curiosity to be able to want to know new things, or what's happening or what causes this, those are the advice that I give someone who wants to pursue this course.
Okay, thank you very much for that advice, that it's very important to pay attention to biology and chemistry as they are strong foundations for this course. That was Roy, microbiology student, sharing his story. Let me just remind you that you can sign up for our live online career selection workshop by visiting our website, lifeskillscoaching.co.ke, or sending me an email, jackie@lifeskillscoaching.co.ke. Thank you very much, Roy, for agreeing to do this interview for us.
Thank you again for having me.